we're gonna have a little garden time, okay, y'all? Let me get a bucket really quick. And also, something I wanted to talk about was I got the last video that I shot. We realized that I did not get my Sun Gold tomatoes from Burpee. Sorry, I'm having a little problem, but I got the order, well, I got this today with the seeds in it. So we will go over that, and we will go over some other things. I'm going to be cleaning out my garden. Well, doing this now because I have very little patience and I need something to do. So, but garden season is fastly approaching, y'all. I mean, it is right around the corner. And I am excited about it. So, let's talk about, well, actually, we just shot a video, well, earlier we shot a video for the From the Farm Yard. That is our another account that I share. That is, I'm gonna call it my business with somebody else. Reagan, we love her. Shot that video today. It is about planning out your garden, so I won't really go in depth at all on these, but I do think it's worth it to note. Yeah, I don't know where that was going. That was a random thought, but if y'all could check out that video, it's not going to be going up today or anytime. I think it's next week when it's going up, but I am just weeding my garden from over the winter. Multiple tracks on my mind right now. But yeah, weeding my garden, trying to get all this green out of here that I don't want in here, but let's talk about my plans with my garden overall. Last year I trialed and errored with a larger garden, and this year I'm hoping to completely erase the error of it, which will be fun. If that doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, obviously, but gardening is something that I'm really passionate about. Sorry, as y'all probably know, if you've been with me any amount of time, or you know me, it's something I'm passionate about. I enjoy gardening. It's what I love doing. Well, homesteading, obviously, is the larger picture with that, but farming, gardening right now is a big thing. But my little, well, I'm gonna go ahead and say my inspiration for y'all, I guess. My inspiration for you guys is to start a garden. I want you guys to be able to do what you can do if it comes down to us not being able to get stuff at the grocery stores again. I'm old enough to remember. My 18th birthday was the other day. That was fun, but I want to be able to give people the hope that a lot of people didn't have during 2020 because a lot of people did not have hope. They didn't know how they were going to feed people, how certain things were going to work, all the things like that. And I don't want that for any of you. I know a lot of you guys are family at the moment. Sorry, a worm. But I don't want that for any of you. Whether I know you and your family, or you're here. I don't want anything. I mean, I want you guys to be able to be secure in where you are and all of that, and that's what I've been trying to do, and that's what I'm striving to do, is to help people turn whatever it is that they're doing into something that can help them long term. Now, I could get into a whole different set of problems. Sorry, y'all are balancing against this. I get into a whole different set of problems, which right now I will not do, and that is not what my channel is based around, so I am not diving into that, no matter how relevant it is. But we all know that everything has been hitting pretty hard with everything. There, actually, if you've read anything on the news, you know. But I'm not going to bring people down. That is not my goal. I do not want this to be the ultimate thing that people take away from this, because that's not what I want. Yeah, things could get tough in the coming months, but I want everybody to look at it as not a way of it being tough, but as God showing us what we can really do, what it is that we can truly accomplish when we're really put to the test, not out of anything else, but out of pure necessity. Challenge ourselves. Let's see what we can do. If we band together as a people, as a society, and we grow gardens, or we do anything, or we can do whatever it is that we put our minds to, and I do believe that truly. Whether you believe it or not, I truly believe that we can do whatever it is that we put our minds to. Great and not so great. We've had troubles, as everyone, but yeah, it's not about that. But let's talk about everything that I'm doing going forward. Like I said, the garden, I'm planning on very little error. I know there's going to be error because that's what happens, but I'm planning on very little. And if we have a big turnout year where it's pretty bad again with gardening, that's okay. We'll take it in stride, and we'll continue doing what we do best. I'll continue doing what I do best. Growing a garden and continuing to plant and continuing to learn. But yeah, and then everything with, I mean, everybody knows. We covered it on a podcast episode, but the egg crisis is what we called it. That's what it is, really. We had roosters before. Anybody who's been here for any amount of time, I'm sure you know this. But the county got called. We do live in a neighborhood. County got called by our neighbor. We know who did it. We're not saying anything to them. But we know who did it, and they called the county again about us having the rooster, which we only had the rooster because I didn't know it was a rooster because I hatched it out. But they called, and we are not in trouble, but we are having to get rid of him. So, which that's not a problem. I don't mind getting rid of a rooster, but I am going to hatch out more chicks, and if anybody needs chicks, I'm going to help them start their own flock. And if I can help people put in a garden, I'm going to do it. I've helped people put in a garden. I'm going to continue to help them this year because I'm lucky enough to even have some of these skills. And if I can spread this knowledge that I know to other people by YouTube or Instagram or in actual, like, face-to-face, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to let my skills stop me, or let other people's skills stop them. If they want to grow a garden, great. I'm going to help them grow a garden, because that's what I believe is the right thing to do. Well, not necessarily gardening, but following your heart and doing what you want to do. Nobody knows everything. I mean, everybody started out as a new gardener, a new chicken keeper, a new anything. So yeah, I'm going to help people this year. I helped people in years prior, but I'm going to help people, and if anybody needs help, reach out to me and I will I will be glad to help. Sorry, the angles are crap this time, but I will be happy to help. If you have any questions, please reach out to me through my comment section on YouTube, through my Instagram at FarmerZach05. You can do my email, farmerzach2005@gmail.com. Anything, and I promise you I will get back to you. Might not be the same day, but if I see it, I will get back to you, because everybody has questions. Or you can do from the farmyard and you can get Reagan's opinion as well. Either way. But please, don't be afraid to ask a question because you think it's quote-unquote dumb. And there's no dumb questions. It's just because we don't know yet. And maybe I'm being a little ambitious with that, but I mean, that's the truth. It's just because we don't know yet. So I'm not expecting to make everyone happy when I'm doing this stuff, but I can at least help some people figure out their dreams for gardening, or dreams for whatever it is they want to do. Gardening's my main thing. I mean, I can help pretty well with gardening. But yeah, I want to help people, and that's what I've been trying to do. So definitely going to be a work in progress this year, helping people where I can with gardening, or anything they need. If they need help building a chicken coop, I'll help them build a chicken coop. I believe that that's also the right thing. All of that. I'll help anybody who needs it. Because we've all been in places where we need help, and some people don't help people. I'm not that type of person. Sometimes it might seem like that to some people, but I do try to help people where I can, if I can. So yeah, enough about that. A little recap on the burpee seed stuff, because I'm sure that's why you clicked on this video. That's what the title is. And I have to adjust with my phone. Okay, recap of what happened if you don't already know. I got an order from Burpee and there was no seeds in one of the packets. That's the rundown. That's what happened. Nothing bad. I mean, mistakes are made, and I was a little disappointed because I really wanted to grow them. And guess what? I'm still growing them. I talked to them. They sent me a replacement order, which was nice. This one did not come by UPS. It did the USPS, which was fine. I was not expecting it to be that way, but it was. So, but it got here today, which is pretty exciting, and those will definitely be a valued part of my garden. Sun Gold cherry tomatoes, what they're called. I'm really excited to grow them. I've seen a lot of people say that they're the most fantastic things that you can grow or eat, whatever. I'd like to not jump on the bandwagon, but I would like to grow them and see how true that is and how amazing they are, because I enjoy growing new things, and we're doing a little thing, a little sneak peek if you follow me and not from the farmyard or what. We are doing a taste testing video at the end of the year that is gonna be pretty awesome. What? The taste testing video at the end of the year is going to be one for the books, I believe. Laughing at me? Really? Is going to be a good one. We're going to be piling things throughout the entire year, and this fall, when everything that we've grown has petered out or we're not growing anything new, we are going to be doing some different things. We're going to be taste testing garden food and food from the store. Tomato varieties, things like that. We're going to be taste testing different cucumber varieties, tomato varieties, things like that. Pretty sure I'm going to be handling the tomato portion because Reagan does not like tomatoes. Tomato hater. You know who you are, obviously. But she doesn't like tomatoes, which I don't hate her for that. She just hates tomatoes. That means more for me though, so I can't complain. But tomatoes are good. I enjoy them. And I will be eating my fill, which will probably be about 25 5-gallon bucketfuls. Yeah. I eat too many tomatoes. I've been told this by everybody. There are actually some funny stories, which I will go into at a later date, probably during a garden live or something like that. Y'all are getting the worst angles, I swear. Probably in a garden live sometime later on. But yeah. But Burpee did, I am all over the place, I know. Burpee did send me the replacement, which I am very grateful for. And then my birthday was the other day, like I said. Saturday, today is Tuesday, February 6th. And Reagan sent me a card that got here on Sunday, so the 5th, and she sent me some zinnias, some coral zinnias, and these, I looked them up, they don't have a picture on the front or anything like that, but it came like this, and they're gonna be beautiful. They're gonna be beautiful. Coral zinnia, oh. Looked up that picture, y'all, and I about had a heart attack, it was so pretty. But yeah. That is, and then also, I did go out for my birthday with my grandpa and got some seeds. Them seeds. Oh. I made the mistake of going to Walmart instead of Barnes & Noble, which, not really a mistake, but Walmart, I did not realize, got their seeds in the other day, and I stood in front of the seeds just marveling at all of the glorious things that they had. They had like 3 full aisles of seeds, and I was like, this is amazing. And sorry, that was a little weird. So yeah, I stood in front of the seeds. I ended up getting some. They had candy cane cucumbers. Yes, Zachary, that's what they had. They had candy cane. Sorry. They had candy cane zinnias. So the leaves are white with red stripes them. Oh, they're gonna look beautiful. I'll share pictures on my Instagram when I'm growing them and things like that. Those are going to be good. I got a citrus color, which is really just an orange. Sunflower, which I'm a sucker for sunflowers. I would have gotten more. I need to go back to Walmart. I want to try to get somebody to take me to Walmart. I want to go to Walmart so bad now. And we hate Walmart. I don't like Walmart, but I love seeds. So, looking forward to that. I'm going to go ahead and end that. It's not a lot left, but I'm going to end up scraping the top part out. Anyways, this was really just for my hens. Yeah, this was just for my hens. Because my hens, we ended up switching up feeds, not because of what everybody's thinking. I know there is an egg or a chicken feed dilemma, crisis, whatever. I don't believe that it's what you're thinking. Yeah, maybe it's not causing the feed. Since the prices have been going up on this is my own opinion. This is not fact, because I don't do that. They had their own. The prices started going up on everything, so the feed company actually had to cut back on what they were using to at least make some sort of money. So they probably cut out something and the protein levels dropped. Geez, sorry. And the protein levels dropped. And that's my own theory about it. And the protein levels drop, so then your hens aren't laying because they're not getting the protein that they need. That's my theory. It's my theory anyways. I do believe that the protein was the main problem. I think they just weren't getting what they need from different feed companies, and ours never had a problem. Ours continued laying. Ours started picking back up probably 2 weeks ago. We were getting none, but it was the dead of winter, and a lot of mine had not started laying yet. But since then, the other ones have started laying, and then the other ones have returned to laying. We actually got 30 eggs today, which is glorious. Loving some eggs. And these eggs taste so much better. I've had store-bought eggs since I've had chickens, and they don't compare. But we got 30 today, which was amazing. We should be getting about between 40 and 60 a day. 60 on the higher end, obviously, and 40 on the lower. So, and I have obligations that I have put myself in a position of doing. We had somebody who we were selling eggs to who needed eggs, and she was able to get hers the entire time, but I was just making sure that she was the only one getting them. And then my grandma was getting some, my great-grandmother was getting some, and then we were eating whatever's left, if there was any left at all. And then on top of that, we I'm not going to say the other place that we take eggs, but we take eggs to another place, and we had to stop taking them there for a while, which was disappointing to me because that's where my first obligation ever was. Before family, before anything else, that was my obligation, and I should have stuck to it and fulfilled it. And I fulfilled it to a point, and then I stopped, which was on me, but I'm going to continue doing these obligations. And the obligation is, I'm not going to say it still, but the place that we took the eggs, I know they're needed, and I'm happy about that. Obviously, it's something that I am moved towards. I felt a strong inclination to do it like that and to do my eggs how I've done them, and I'm 100% sure that this is where I'm supposed to be, and that's actually why we started getting more in the first place, because I wanted to still be able to fulfill those obligations as well as the obligations of others. But the last obligation that we were able to start fulfilling again this year is a big one. Again, with the rooster, back to eggs and all over the place. The title of this is going to be a all over the place vlog, most likely, because that's what it is. It's all over the place. But our other thing is, and the greenhouse cover still isn't on, and it's February. Yeah, everything died that I planted before. But I am going to be starting eggs in the incubator because that's, again, my obligation. I made promises, not to any people, to my chickens. It's a little heartfelt. But my old roosters, Hershey, Hop, and Spike, I made obligations to them, and I told them, I said, even if you guys, and this was before the county got called, before anything like that happened, I said, if anything, or I told them, I said, you or your genetics will be on my future farm. You'll be able to, they'll be free, they'll have pasture beyond compare, and they'll be happy. And that's what I want. Right now we don't have the space to pasture. They're in a covered run, which is not what I want, but That's how we have to do them, and that is my responsible way of keeping chickens right now. But I did tell them, I said, and this is a little crazy of me, but I did tell them, I said, your kids will be on my property. Your kids or your grandkids, your descendants will be on my property. And we've had a lot from each rooster, except for Hershey. He only had one daughter, which kind of sucked, but I'm hoping to put a lot of her eggs in the incubator along with a few other ones, get enough hens, get my numbers up more. Maybe not more, because I have a lot, but get my numbers up a little bit more to finish out my flock where it is, breed on who I want to breed on, and get enough kids to be able to give the extra females that I don't want to people, and that's what I want to do. Again, I don't know how obtainable this is going to be. The problem isn't the hens, it's the roosters, but I would like to have done a fall breeding again. I mean, I'm doing a spring breeding in like 2 weeks. Once I've seen that he's actively breeding more than what he is now. But on top of that, I need to check that. But on top of that, I need to see what it is that we're doing. I know we're probably still a few years off of getting a farm, which sucks. But we are probably, I'd say 4 or 5 years off. I mean, within the next 5 years, I foresee me having a farm. I'd be 23 by then. I mean, that's probably a long shot, but I do have complete faith in the Lord, and that it's going to happen when it's supposed to happen, and it's going to happen because it's supposed to happen. So I'm fine with that. I know it's going to happen. I know that everything's happening right now for a reason, so I'm not upset about it or anything, but I am going to breed on who I want to breed on right now, even if that means that we have more chickens than we really need. But I would like to be able to fulfill my obligations elsewhere, and I will be able to do that. But to do all of that, I am having deep sorrows about all of this, but in order to do this, I won't be doing a fall breeding. I say right now I'm not doing a fall breeding. But if there's a rooster that comes out of that and he is exceptional, exceptional beyond compare, and he's exactly the one that I dreamed of having, breed back to at least 3 or 4 hens, that's all I need. And that'll be what happens. As much as I don't like it, it is going to be what happens. They'll be moved over to a smaller pen, and he'll be breeding those 2. If that doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It's not the end of the world. But yeah, all of that said and said, I have faith in getting a farm. I really do. I know it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen, so I'm not upset or anything about it. If it doesn't happen, because I know it's going to happen when it needs to happen, not when I want it to happen, because I'm a firm believer in Christ, and I know it's going to happen when it's supposed to happen, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, they will be being bred on even if I don't get everything that I necessarily want. The roosters will be going for meat, so that is an upside. Any hens I'm planning on selling, I would like to sell the hens, not just give them away. I would like to sell them. Probably $4 or $5, maybe $5 or $6 a bird, maybe $10 a bird. Just sell a couple, and anything that I don't necessarily want, I think that's up to my standards. But I mean, they're mixed breeds, all of them, so it's not really standards or anything else. But that is what that is. It's a lot of chicken stuff. A lot of chicken stuff. But I'm not upset about it. It is what it is. I still have my plans. I'm still going to be fulfilling my obligations. And I know that the power of prayer is stronger than most people believe. So yeah. But I cannot wait until this garden is back in full swing and the chickens are happy and I can let them out. Nothing's growing, so I haven't let them out. But before too long, I'll be able to at least let the ones out that I trust out and free. And then we're going to be getting turkeys this year. More turkeys. More on all of our future endeavors later, but it's already 31 minutes, so a longer vlog than I would have liked. It wasn't supposed to be a vlog, but it's a messy vlog, obviously. But yeah, I mean, I'm content. I'm at a place in everything in life where, I mean, years prior I have put God first, and this year I think that I put him first, but I wasn't fully letting myself go, like just letting him have complete control. And this year I'm ready to let him have complete control because I know that his plans are so much better than what I could have ever hoped for. And so I'm giving everything. I'm turning myself over to the Lord, and they can do that. I'm still going to be doing what I'm doing because I feel really led to do this more regularly on here, more regular on Instagram, more regular on everything. But yeah, messy vlog, but this garden's going to be beautiful this year thanks to me buying seeds and thanks to Reagan. You know. You've sent me some wonderful seeds. I know you're still watching. You wouldn't click off on my video unless you would. I don't know. But my garden's going to be beautiful this year. We're going to have some things climbing along this wall, this frame of the greenhouse. I'm seeing it now, and you see it in like your mind, but then when it actually happens, it's 20 times better than you could have ever imagined. Oh, I know it's gonna be good. I'm just getting a little excited shivers here, y'all. But yeah, I will keep everybody well updated. I hope to be doing at least 1 or 2 videos a week, maybe just 1 for right now, seeing how that goes. And then when things really start kicking off, when we're having eggs and chicks and everything else, we'll push it up to more. Rude. We'll push it up to a longer or more frequently a week. But these are the moments that I know that I'm going to look back on and say, hey, God was really in my life, whether I knew it or not, and I know he's still in my life. I'm excited to see where these next chapters take me. Yeah, I'm thinking about all of it, and it's much more than I could ever put into words, and I know that. But yeah. Thank y'all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. If you want more content like this, and you're still here, besides Reagan, From the Farmyard is the other account that I'm co-host of, or the account that I'm co-host of. So if you want more content like this, go check them out. Go check us out. It's weird. I don't know what to say. But yeah, and also, well, we've announced it on there, but we're going to be going to Homesteaders of America this year. So if you're going, and if you're a fan of me, I don't know why I'd have fans, but come see me. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and have a good day. Whenever you're watching this, have a good day. Enjoy your day and have positive thoughts. Don't let the negativity of the world bring you down. Use the positive energy that's inside of you and just rise above it all. Sorry, I'm getting very poetic now, but thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one, and yeah, have a good day.